everybody. I want to say Happy New Year to you. I hope that you had a wonderful and safe 2015, and in 2016, it's going to be your best year ever, and I want to help make it your best year ever by giving you 9 mistakes to avoid for your money, for your finances heading into this next year. Number one mistake is not following a plan. If you have an idea of where you're trying to get to, you are so much more likely to get to that if you have a written out plan. Everyone's familiar with the saying, or most everyone is, a failure to plan is planning to fail. You can be either playing pickup basketball, or you can have a coach and a game plan and you're playing the real thing. I think you're much better off having that game plan, attacking it. You're going to be more successful if you do that in 2016. That's something we can help you with. Spending above your means. People do this all the time. You have to pay yourself first. If you pay yourself first, you're going to be in a lot better position come the end of 2016 than you are at the beginning versus buying items, buying cars, buying things you don't need. Spend what you have. Don't spend for what you need, not for what you may want. Be smart about your spending. Ignoring work benefits. Take advantage of things like your 401k plan, health savings account, retirement account, even some transit benefits. In Atlanta, we don't have that as much. But if you're taking Marty to work every day, you can get things back like $600 a year. This is just common sense stuff that we see people all the time foregoing, not taking advantage of which they should. Take a look at that. Make sure you're doing that. That's going to save you money come this next year. Automatic payments. Set up so you're automatically paying your mortgage, your car payments, pretty much any bill that you can. Doesn't mean don't check it, but make sure that you're paying it automatically. Those fees for late fees, not paying, excess penalties and such can really add up over the course of the year. There's no reason to ever have those. Even if it's a credit card where you might have $5,000 and you don't have that quite in your bank account because you're waiting to get paid back or whatever it may be, set it up so you automatically are at least making the minimum payment and therefore aren't going to have any excess fees on that. Next, income does not equal wealth. If you make $1 million a year and at the end of the year you have nothing to show for it, it doesn't really matter. You need to accumulate. How you do that is by saving. Set up that saving plan, kind of relating back to number one. It doesn't matter if you're making a little bit of money or a ton of money. It's never too late. But the earlier you start, the better off you will be down the road. It's the power of compounding interest. The more time you have, the more money your money is going to make for you over time. Have a rainy day fund. Very important. You never know. That's for the example. You don't know when it's going to rain. We don't know when an emergency is going to happen. Put 6 months living expenses aside in a savings account in the bank just in case, because you never know. You lose your job, sickness, illness, whatever it may be. Have that money set aside. Talk with your spouse about money. It doesn't automatically, because you're married, you know exactly you're on the same page as far as what's being spent, who's paying what. Talk, communicate with each other to make sure that you are on the same page, that you're attacking your plan correctly, that there's not going to be one of the leading causes of divorce is not having a right communication with your spouse about money. Have that communication, then you know where you're trying to get to. Not talking about money with your honey. Next, quality over quantity. Some things we often skip out on, we won't spend money on. It ends up costing us more money in the long run. One example I can think of is grills. You can buy a Weber grill that'll last you 20 years, or you can buy some knockoff brand that might last you 4, and in that same time, you got to buy 5 separate grills. So spending money on the front end can often save you money in the long run. It's like investing too. Putting money aside today will give you more money in the long run. So think about, should you invest in quality sometimes over quantity? Can make a lot of sense. I know personally with me, with exercise clothes, exercise equipment, the cheap stuff's great. It seems like a good deal, but it falls apart very fast. And then the last is assuming you'll have more money later. The future is the future. It's unpredictable. We don't know. We're not going to have that time machine to go into the future like they did in Back to the Future and check and get the sports almanac and know what's going to happen. We don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's never too late to start doing these first 8 things and not have the assumption, oh, I'm going to have more money later. That's when I'll start saving. Start doing it now. You're going to have a great 2016. Please call us if there's anything at all we can do for you. Go to bearwealth.com. Have a great week.